Hello, welcome to this training, my theft proof system. Here you're going to learn how to eliminate theft in your business. So look at what we are going to be discussing today. The mindset shift, things you have to remove from your mind, the myths you already have in your mind about ending theft in your business. Then I'm going to show you my theft proof system and how you can implement that in your business. So before we go forward, I want you to meet me. I'm Okamaka Mills. I'm an inventory and finance fixer. So if you're having issues with managing your inventory, managing your business money, you are listening to the right person. I've had an exciting 10-year career in accounting, and I'm a chartered accountant of over 4 years. In 2022, I decided to use my knowledge to help other small business owners. And since then, I've trained over 2,000 of them. I've been able to set up personally the accounts of over 100 business owners. I'm the founder of the Light Accounting Clinic, which is like a finance and inventory management business where we help business owners to fix their inventory and finance. I'm also the head of accounts in an electricity company. I'm a lover of technology. I am a very brilliant and a digital accountant, meaning that with me, we don't talk about anything manual. We have to automate things. I'm a lover of technology. I'm a lover of business. I'm also very wonderful in costing and pricing. Okay, I will help you to eliminate losses that has to do with wrong pricing in your business. I'm a public speaker, a teacher, a consultant, counselor, and I teach adults as though I'm teaching to kids, and you are going to confirm me today. Okay, so let's go. I hope you have your paper and pen that you can use to write something. So as I'm teaching you, if there's anything that caught your attention, please put it down and let us discuss that later. So what are these things that you already have in your mind that is affecting your pursuit or your struggle to end employees theft? Let me take this here. Number one, so many of you believe that it is not possible to end employee theft. No matter what you do, that they will always find a way to steal from the business. So do you have that belief that no matter what you do, no matter how you try, you cannot end employee theft? I want to tell you that it's a wrong idea. Like it's a wrong mindset. Yes, the truth is that some people are what I call them smart. So as you're trying to stop this, that thinking of which other way to start. But the truth is this: you can actually set up processes that will make stealing very difficult in your business. Like you can reduce it to the barest minimum or even eradicate it. So many other business owners have done that. Okay. And you also say, some of you also believe that no matter the structure that you put in your business, if you're not around, things will always go wrong. If you have this mindset, now ask yourself, each time you go to the bank, have you ever seen the owner of that bank sitting down? uh if you use a business like Slot, how many times have you visited a branch of Slot and you're seeing the owner sitting to attend to you? So if it is not possible to put up structure that can enable you to run your business even in your absence, how are those people? I don't want to start talking about Dangote and Co. Let's talk about Slot. There are so many other business. Let's talk about a business like most of this fast food that you patronize. You don't even know the owners, or maybe you see the owners only on paper, but they have put up structure that have made the business to be running even when they are not available. So you can replicate that in your business. You can put up structure that can end theft, that can help you manage things in your business. You say, I might lose my staff and I don't want to go through the stress of employing another one, man. That is what you believe. You believe that, oh, if you do this, then this staff, they may feel that, oh yeah, I don't trust them again and they may leave and you find it difficult to employ. Please remove that from your mind. The truth is this: you're not even the one that was sacked, but the truth is, when you implement system that will stop something, those who have been benefiting from that bad one will leave. And you get, in fact, is it not even better that you employ someone like you already have your structure in place? So you're employing someone who is coming to meet the structure. Is better than having people who were there when things were just anyhow, and you're not bringing in structure. The people that were there may be difficult, like they may find it difficult to adapt, but a new person will just adapt. So remove this one from your mind too. So in fact, most of you also believe that using these changes like software, bringing in websites, and other maybe surveillance cameras that, especially website software that may waste customers' time and they will leave. The truth is, that same customer you feel will come to your business and you say, "Ma, please, let's give you a receipt," and you feel the customer will be too fast. That customer will go to another business and queue up to be attended to. All right. So yes, people react somehow to changes, especially if they're used to, an unorganized system. But the truth is, if you insist that this will work, it's going to work for your business. All you need to do is to bring in things that will not actually waste people's time, but will make people to appreciate your business. So another one is, I need to employ computer literacy. It's not true. You can make your staff computer literate. This will not work for my type of business is a lie. There is no business that you cannot bring in structure. There's no business that you cannot end employees theft. All you need is someone to help you. I say I don't have the capital, but you keep what you are losing from the theft will always be more than what you need to end the theft. So capital is not an excuse. Also, I need to get a bigger space. Yes, getting a bigger space is an advantage when you want to structure, but that your small space can be used. And if you truly know that you need a bigger space, then look for it. But do not wait until you find it. Start now to do something. I need a trusted person. Oh, sorry, say I have a trusted person. Your trusted person can be tempted to steal from you. It is your duty to help that person to keep being trusted. All right. Now, without wasting time, I believe, I don't know if you agree with any of this. Can you write down all these things I've listed out? Have you been struggling with any of them? Do you think it's possible to end theft no matter how you try? Do you think if you're not around, no matter what you put up, that things will still go wrong? Like, do you have any of these nine, barriers in your mind that each time you hear things like structure, each time you hear things like, process improvement, you feel like it will not work for you? If you have any of these, like if any of this has been a barrier, can you please put it down so that it will be part of what you bring to me? Because there's going to be a one-on-one session after this. So you bring it up to me and I will show you how this will not stop anything you want to do. Okay, so write it down and bring it for my one-on-one session with you. Then the theft-proof system, this is why we are here. How have I been able to help my clients to end theft? So it's going to be very practical. I will show you how I did it for this guy that is into POS business and another guy that into manufacturing. There are so many of them, and I just want to use these two. I'm also bringing other people as we go in. Number one is my POS clients. All right, so what is this theft-proof system? The first thing is to end employees theft or any kind of theft in your business, you must be able to identify theft pattern or possible way your staff can steal from you. Theft pattern is, have they been stealing? How have they been stealing? Now, I want you to write down. Please, you're writing this down and you're bringing it for the one-on-one session. So please write down, how have your staff stolen from you before? This is the first. Part one, identifying theft patterns. Write how your staff have ever stolen from you. Have you caught anyone? What did the person steal? How did the person steal it? Now, let's say somebody stole your goods. Did the person put it inside back? All this is necessary for us to know the right control to bring in. Did the person put it inside back? Did the person come when you are not around? Did the person pick up the goods and deliver to another person? Write down how theft has occurred in your business. Okay, then we also talk about possible theft cases. So this one is how theft can occur in your business. So even if theft has occurred, write how theft can occur, has occurred in your business, right? Whether from customers, whether from staff. Secondly is, whether theft has occurred or not, how do you think someone can steal from you? Now, assuming you are a staff working for yourself, okay, assuming you are a staff working for yourself, how will you have stolen from that business if you want to steal? I want you to think. Assuming you are a staff working for that your business, look at how you guys do things. How do you think you would have stolen and the boss will not have found you? Write it down. So for this POS client, the staff, they still, when we look at the business, we found out that most times they steal cash and say one story or the other. Second one is the shortchange commission. What I mean by shortchanging commission is, so the business owner will tell them, commission for this is this. Okay, sometimes they will charge very high, take greater part of it. Sometimes they will tell the business owner, oh, the customers that are not, they don't want this commission, they have refused to pay this. Each time we tell them that is this amount, they will go. Then the business owner will tell them, yeah, reduce it. But they're even charging more. Sometimes after the whole day, they will reduce the commission. Let's say the total commission for the day is 50,000. They will take like 5 or 10,000 and submit. And I'll tell you why they were able to do it later. Here, we're just looking at how they have been stealing or how they will steal. So they can steal cash, they have stolen cash, commission. And let me give it an example. This guy told me that one day he came to the business for normal checks, and a customer came and was shouting that the money is not complete, this, that. Then the customer told him, the owner, that this lady charged him 10,000 naira for 1 million naira withdrawal. Now, when the guy now checked record, the lady recorded just 3,000 for the business owner and took 7,000. That is it. So it's an error. Now, they fail to record some transactions, because how they do there is, for the business owner told them, anybody you attend to, you write the card number, and so you write the card number and the amount of commission that you charge this person. So they know that we are getting to why they are doing it. But they know that there are more. This guy has over 7 branches, a bit 10 branches. It's not a one branch stuff, right? So they'll fail to record some things and divert what the commission of those ones. Now, like I've talked about, the high commission and lose cost. Now, look at this one. They already know, maybe the business owner said for 100,000, charge 1,000. They will refuse and charge 1,500. So if a customer you come to do POS and they tell you 1,500, or they must tell you something above that 1,000. Now, you may be wondering, according to the business owner, they have a fixed commission for 5,000, 10,000. In fact, let's say from 1 naira to like 50,000, I think. Anything above that is negotiation with customers. You see, that is why they were able to do this. And if anything above that, anything big amount, 200, 300, is negotiation. Okay, so maybe the business owner will say, okay, the last you can collect is this. They will add money to it. Any customer who refuses to, do the transaction at that their own, commission, they will not attend to the person. They'll ask the person to go. I don't know if you're getting me. Then they also bring in their personal POS. So you're coming to do transaction, they will give you their own POS, they have their own money. You see, now I want you to connect the dots between stealing cash and bringing in personal POS. How are they financing this personal POS? If on the commission they have stolen, and maybe in one way or the other, the cash they have stolen. You get. So they bring in their own personal POS and use it for transaction, sort of the business owner's POS. Now, the sixth one, incomplete cash bundle paid to customer. If you listen to the story I told you about shortchanging commission, the customer came and they do it. So a customer will tell you, especially those ones that are withdrawing big amounts, that customer withdrew 1 million. And the lady, the bundle of 100,000, the bundle were short, as in he had shortage of 10,000 naira in that bundle. Either one of the bundle was 99, it was 90, or maybe this one he'll take 2, this one he'll take 1. The bundle was, as in the sort of the customer going home with 1 million, the customer left with 990,000 naira. Now, do you think the customer who witnessed this will come back to that place again? So employee theft, especially, we're not just, when they're stealing your money, they're not just stealing your money. They're stealing both your future money. Because if it affects customers directly, the customers will not come back again. Do you get? So another one they even do, somebody brought my attention, but my client did not tell me about this one, is a POS client customer will say, you may give some person, I withdraw 50,000. They may end up doing 55. And if you are not fast, you will not know. Somebody told me that this one has happened. In fact, the one the person told me is it happened 5,000 to 50,000. Customer said do 5,000. The lady, they drew 50,000. And most of them they'll tell you don't have paper. You will not check. Before you even get alert, maybe you've reached home. So all these are tricks that we found out. Okay, so these are things that have happened to my business, to my POS client. These ones has happened. So the next one is how another kind of theft that can occur. They may I was telling him, do you know that these guys, they may liaise with criminals to kind of come and rob them and take money and share with them. A POS guy have shared this one with me, but not my client. That one of the girls was robbed, or supposedly robbed. But when he looked at what happened, he found out that there is a game there. So after everything, he forgave the lady and everything. But that lady later started the POS because the man looked at the profit he was making from that location. The profit was not much, so he had to close down that location. That same lady that encountered that theft, let's say he was rushed, that she was robbed, went to that particular location and started her own POS business. So you see, that is also a red flag. So we were able to look at so many things these girls, were doing and they could do. All right. So your own business, I want you to also think that way. Now, let's look at this guy. This is my client that came to me. This guy, King Mansfield. This person's name, he doesn't want his name to be mentioned. That's why I just say POS client. All right, this one, King Mansfield, is located here in Onitsha. Okay, so incomplete materials from supplier. Like I told you, theft can come from employees from anywhere. So if you're into manufacturing and you buy materials, this one is a familiar, like it's a common thing. Most small business owners I've worked with, both in costing, especially in costing, they will tell you when they will demand for 100 kg, they may end up receiving 95. And even when they remove the debt, especially if you buy stuff like Tiger Nut and Co., when they are done removing the debt, the thing will go down more to maybe 92 kg. But this my client, he usually have this issue of incomplete materials from suppliers. He may order 100 bags of 100 kg, like 100 kg bag of 100 bags of 100 kg corn, and at the end of the day, when then after removing if you remove the bags that are incomplete, maybe equivalent to more than 50 kg. Yeah, that's happened to him. So the second one is theft of material inside the warehouse. I've caught the store lady stealing materials inside the warehouse. Now, also, I call this one false materials shrinkage. What I mean here is the materials they have brought out for production, they steal those ones and thereby altering the quality. Okay? This is theft of material issue for production. Okay, now, what I mean by false materials shrinkage is they will steal the material because they already know that, okay, now, if you do manufacturing with agricultural products, you will understand this more. So corn, according to them, corn, if you receive a corn of one bag that's 100 kg right now, if you keep it for 1 month, if it stays like, let's say 2 weeks, that 100 kg will let me use the word, naturally drop to about 97. Why? As the corn is drying, the weight is reducing. Do you get? So sometimes these people, they'll find a way to steal the corn, to extract some corn from the bag. So that the business will not take it to be like its normal shrinkage. Do you understand? So manipulation of commission. Yeah, they pay the marketing manager commission for selling the company's product. So most times they allowed even the manager to compute the commission. And at the end of the day, the commission will always be far, far higher than the profit that the business is making. Then theft of finished goods before dispatch. Yes, sometimes after production, before they're even packaged and sent out, their theft must have occurred. The misuse of their petty cash. The guy said he will give them petty cash. Before you know it, they will bring all manner of stuff and write it off. So these are the things that we saw in this business. But this one of petty cash is it was not really that bad, okay. But you see this 1 to 6, okay. So this is for these two businesses. I want to also show you other ways that theft can occur. But before then, I want you to write it. Are you right? Is this reminding you something? This is not points that I've put up that I want to show you. This happened to other business owners. So let me show you other ways that theft can occur in your business. I'm going to show you also some theft cases that I have seen. All right. Now look at this now. Most of these points that I've listed out here are things that I've observed in my client's business that are not listed here, or things that I've read that happen to other business owners. Now, they move your goods and sell them at discounted prices. This one happened to someone in Relief Market here in Onitsha. The staff, one of the staff members, in fact, it was a collaborative theft because when the guy was caught, he said the manager was well aware of it. So the woman, that's why I said if you think when you are available that theft cannot call in your business, it's a lie. This one was always available, but how they do it, she was like, how they were doing it then, like she couldn't even say this is how all these things were happening. They will move the goods from the warehouse and supply to customers at a very reduced price and go behind to collect the money. In fact, it was one customer, you know that I think it's tomato. The customer has been buying this carton of tomato from them, directly from them at 37,000 naira. So one day, that guy supplied her neighbor that same tomato at 35,000 naira. So she was like, why? She was so angry because she has been a regular customer. So she went straight to go and meet the madam. How have you been selling this thing to me at 37,000 upon the fact that I come to your shop directly to buy? But my neighbor, your boy supplied to my neighbor at 35,000. Don't think it's not but 2,000 for food item is too much. So the woman was shouting, the owner of the business was shouting, how? The owner of the business said the price is no longer even 37,000, that is now 38,500. How? And that was how they now moved. And the neighbor said, this guy has been supplying to me. And because he wears your apron, I feel it's your staff. And the woman says, it's my staff, but he is not authorized to enter the warehouse. And when the guy was further interrogated, the guy said the manager was aware. Okay. So they open online shops and sell your goods there. Cool. I've heard this story where a staff will open online shop, like open a social media account, market your product, steal and supply to her customers. They exchange your luxury with fake. If you sell luxury product that have similar fake or copy, be very careful. Some staff members do this. They will get that copy or the fake one and exchange with your luxury. And this one is worse because when customers receive that, customer will be dragging you and you will not even know where your problem is coming from. Now, they will sell your goods and pocket that. This one is sure. I've seen this one happen. They sell your goods and pocket the money and you will not know, especially if you're not around. And even when you're around, okay? They sell on credit with no record. They go behind and take the money. If I have not heard business owner complain this, I've heard like 3 persons complain this. Now, the reason why I use the POS client and Kingmans to demonstrate is they called me specifically for theft. But most of these people is when I'm not working with them, they will not be remembering that this has happened. Do you understand? I have heard business owners say that staff will sell on credit and do or go behind to take the money. And they will not know. They tell customers to transfer to their personal account, giving flimsy excuses. I know even you must have heard this one. Staff now open accounts. They can use PalmPay Money Point to open account. In fact, they go as far as using it with your business name to open it. Okay, this one is transferring to their personal account. Let's talk about this one. This one is they will ask customers to transfer into your personal account, especially if you are the one that confirms payment. They will say you're not around. Network is this is this. And even if someone that confirms payment is there, there could be chain theft. There could be chain theft. You understand? Yeah, segregation of this is fine. It's one of the things we're going to discuss today. There could be chain theft. Do you understand? And they inflate the price of your product and take customers to pay into their personal account so that they can take their cut. And most customers who refuse, they will not buy, they will not sell to the customers. I know you must have heard of this now. In fact, one major reason why some staff will tell customers to pay into their personal account is because the price they have sold to the customer is different from the price of that product. So they want to take their own cut because they know that if you receive, you may not give them their own. And because somebody will say, but they will transfer to you. Sometimes they will not transfer to you. And even if they transfer to you, there is something. You tell them to sell this 30,000 and they were able to sell 40,000 naira. I don't know if you are getting me. Which means you can sell that product at 40,000. You can introduce commission. I don't know if you are getting me. All right. Now, and the worst is when customers refuse, they will not ask the customer to go. They won't sell to the customer. The business is dying. They leave out a space in your invoice booklet only to use it to sell to a customer. Now, if you use manual booklet, the normal invoice booklet, right? I've seen this one happen, but I don't know the intention of the guy. One of my clients here, we were reconciling their inventory. Because after setting up the software, the first count, I will tell people to count and confirm with what is there. So because they are closed, I went there. I was just going to the market. I said, let me branch. So they were done with their accounting. They were not reconciling. But two items were not balancing. I told them this item is here. You guys should look for it. When they were now looking and looking, the guy now said, he used this invoice booklet to, right? Invoice booklet that they have declared finished and dropped. They have a new one they have even used up to half. This guy had to still use the old one to write, not knowing that there is a space. Okay, there was a space in the old one. The guy now used it. Now, if that guy, I don't know his intention, please, but if that guy's intention is to steal, he would have stolen that money and nobody will know. Except if the person who bought the goods is very close to the owner of the business. Okay, so they go behind you to collect money from debtor. Yeah, I've also heard this one. Especially, of course, debtors that you may not know that exist or that owe you small amount. They will go behind you and collect the money and you won't know. They open a personal bank account with your name. Sure, like, hey, this one happened. There, this guy, it took fastest cake, right? Staff opened a personal bank account using the business name. Customers will want to buy. They'll give the customer the account number. So customer will be like, okay, I'm paying into the company's account, but it's into their own personal account or more. They bring in their personal POS. Have you heard of this? Staff now have personal POS they will bring. Customer will want to buy, the one they want to steal, they will use their POS to collect it. Some even have POS that they have partnering with outside to do this. Yes, like I said, neighboring POS. They use the money to do a Josie. If your staff, the staff you pay salary is doing daily contribution and you are aware and you are saying it's not your business, it is your business. How can even if the person's salary is 200,000, the highest a salary earner can do is receive the 200,000, maybe use 30,000 or 50,000 to do the normal monthly adjust. A salary earner cannot do daily contribution. So if you have a staff member that is doing daily contribution, please stop it or sack that person. Your money is what is being used to do that. Okay, sales agents or reps can manipulate sales, yes, to earn higher figure, and you have also seen it. It happened to Kingman, so let's not talk about it. Theft of raw material from the store, I have shown you how it has happened to my client. Theft of raw material meant for production, I've also seen it. Diversion of customers, this one is common among bakers, tailors, because they know how to do that thing that you do. Customers will come, they will divert the customer, collect small amount, and attend to the customer. They sell your goods, take the money, and replace with theirs. Sure, this one mostly happens to people that sell drinks. It mostly happens to them. Okay? Customers will want to buy from you. Sorry. Customers will come to buy from you. Sorry, I have cough and from time to time I'll be taking water. So, yeah, this one happened, for most of the stories I've heard that where this one happened, it happened to people selling drinks. Like you have a bar, they'll buy their own drinks and keep somewhere. Customers, they're selling your own, they're replacing with their own. Hey, you get? So, they sell your formula to your competitor, sure. They do this one too. Then they smuggle in their own goods and sell, which is similar to number 9. Customers convince them to sell to them, and yeah. You see, most of the theft that occur in your business, your customers are even part of it too. Customers will sell the idea and sell this and take the money, and your guy will not find out. So the delivery agent still on transit. This one, let's not even talk about this one. The delivery agent even eat people's food. They steal a promotional item, yeah. So maybe your distributors or your distributors or even where you buy from, they have given you some promotional materials, or even you bought some promotional materials to be like to use it to encourage your customer. They will steal the items. At the end of the day, the aim of doing that will be defeated. All right. So the next one is they smuggle out items from the this one has happened when I was a banking cashier in Aba. These girls, they are sales girls, they will tell me that they sell I think they also sell FMCG. They sell beverages like tea. Those sachet one. Yes. They say that from the company, because the guy is one of the major distributors. From the company is well sealed. They'll find a way to do what? Open the carton, and if they want to drink tea, they open the carton, remove one roll and take one from it. Maybe a roll that's supposed to be 10, some will not be one. Customers will buy and be complaining. Okay. They take money from different customers to supply to them, then run away. Yeah, this one has happened to my friend Kolawale. So why did this one happen? The business sell only in bags, I think bag of 50 kg. So but he doesn't have money to buy that. So he wanted to buy 25 kg. So the sales guy there or the marketer there, so he will collect money of 25 from this person, collect money of 25 from this person, or even 10. Now buy and share to them, buy at the company's price and share to them. He collected their money one certain time and ran away. So they print fake invoices. Yeah, I've seen this one. I've had this one. Printing fake invoice. You have an invoice, they'll print their own and use it to sell to customers and pocket the money. They collide with themselves to buy. Yeah, sure, you have said don't do this. They will agree together and they will do mess up. They sell and refuse to give. Yeah, sure, most times they will sell and they won't want to give the customer receipt. They tell the customer that receipt has finished. So just to take the money. They add in, yeah, a guy complained this that he wants to buy stuff from a big store and the lady added an item of 1,000 he didn't buy. The lady did not give her the item. The intention is at the end of the day, he will go and take that item. So he like, I'm buying stuff for 41,000. You'll not give me 42,000. Because sometimes when you go to the big store, you just pick. You don't even know their prices. Then at the end of the day, you give me this, then go and take one of the items that did not request that you've added for me. So I've paid for you. So they inflate expenses. Yeah, even some accountants do this one. They will liaise with vendors and all that to inflate your expenses. Yeah, I have heard this one. A staff package customers order. I've forgotten the amount, but let's say it's 100,000. So the staff told customer pay 50,000 to the company, pay 30,000 to me, then go with the 20,000. My madam will not find out. So at the end of the day, the customer will only pay 80,000 instead of 100,000. The business owner will only receive 50,000, losing how much? 50,000. Customer stealing your goods. Sure, this one you must have heard it now. Customer can steal your goods while shopping, especially if your store is so jam-packed and everybody is filled up and they are not looking well. Yeah, they can also alter financial records. They're recording for you and they can alter it, especially that is why if your business is big, you're not supposed to use maybe a spreadsheet. Use normal accounting software with restriction where they cannot write and alter. Theft or exchange of other business assets. Yeah, sure. Like maybe you have other business assets, they can still own any of your property, or even items that maybe your packaging item, maybe your toiletries, your stationery, they can steal those ones. Your fuel, theft of fuel. In fact, the business owner contacted me for strategies on how to stop theft of fuel. We have to find a way to use software to manage fuel that is being consumed. Okay, so theft of item, yeah. Items that have not been sold over a long period of time, they may feel you don't know, they will steal it. So at the time, be like, I thought, but I've not sold this item, but I've sold the item. Yeah, I've talked about theft of materials not bought for sale, like a packaging item they can steal. They hide valuable items inside your. Sure, I've heard this one where that staff will hide something inside waste bin. They will liaise with cleaners. They will hide it inside waste bin. So to you, it is dirty that is there. Then at the end of the day, the cleaner will take it to go and throw and remove that thing that is hidden there. At the end of the day, they will share. See, people go very far to steal. I've taken your time. This training is supposed to be for like 40 minutes, but it may take longer because I want to expose you to different ways theft can occur. Now, remember there will be one-on-one session after this. We are going to speak one-on-one, though T&C apply. So please, have you ever encountered any of these things I've explained? I believe as I'm explaining, you should be writing down the one you've encountered. Write down how theft has occurred in your business. How thefts can occur in your business. Use these 30 points as like a formula. Do you understand? Can your staff steal your goods and pocket inside your bag, inside their bag? If they supply your goods to customers and take the money, will you find out? Do you know everybody that is owing you? either have collected money from someone, will you find out? Tell you, write down different ways that theft can occur in your business. Okay, I have other theft cases, but we are not going to read because if I'd almost all of them, I'll share their story while explaining. So the second thing we are talking about now is coming. Sorry, I will be taking water now. Now, I hope by now you must have listed out different ways that theft either has occurred or could occur in your business. The second thing that you are going to do, which is how I have helped my client, is we are going to review how you run your business to identify loopholes. Let me tell you the truth. For your staff to steal from you, there is something you're not doing well. Sure. For customers to walk in and steal from you, there is something you're not doing well. I'm not trying to say you're not doing well, but there is something that is ought to have been done that you're supposed to have done, but you're not doing it. I'm telling you the truth. So let me give you an example, a real life story. You also see for my client, but let me give you a real life story. When I was posted to my hair, we employed somebody, a cashier. This guy is an adult, should be over 40 years. He has 5 children as at then who have like, I think one of his children should be above 10 years. So this guy came in and stole more than 100,000 before 1 month. So how did he succeed? We have two platforms we use to collect money. We call the one is online, one is offline. So the after collection, like electricity, after paying the bills, so the cashier will print the online one and print the offline one. Now the cashier will print it separately, but the supervisor, called the revenue accountant, we print the report that revenue accountant will print will be a combination of the two. So if the cashier submits only one report, you may not know that this cashier collected money from the other source, but the revenue we see because every collection in the revenue's own platform, every collection pops up there. There is nothing like online and offline. So the revenue was not printing her own report to reconcile with the cashier. So at the end of the day, the cashier will write her report, his report and drop. The revenue will only match the money dropped by the cashier with the report that the cashier has dropped and not her own report. Do you get? So this guy, because theft starts a day. If your staff want to steal from you now, the staff might take 500 today and watch you did not look for that 500. After some time, the staff will take for 1,000. You did not look for it. Before you know it, will take bigger one. So this guy stole once, thinking that he will be caught to like for more reconciliation. The revenue did not call. So he now feel like, wow, they're not checking this. So every day, the guy we use, because the normal one we use is online, but on rare occasion where there will be network issues, you even tell the revenue before you even start because the normal thing you're supposed to use is online. So the guy will now jejely receive money with offline and pocket. Maybe at the end of the day, he'll do 20,000 take. So within 1 month, he will start taking more than 100,000. So at the end of the month, the revenue, I think it took like 2 months. The revenue was not reconciling everything. I found out that what the guys submitted and her own report, they're not reconciling. At the end of the day, the guy was caught. In fact, the day the guy was approached, the guy was like, hey, not to know. That same day, the guy still stole 13,000. You see, the guy still stole 13,000. He got it 13,000 and pocketed the money. You understand? I know our auditor, I think in Imbisa, so I don't know. Our auditor, no, it's not. In one of the stations, I can't remember. Our auditor, our accountant, and our revenue accountant were sacked. Why? Because of this. A staff was stealing, using another platform to steal, and the revenue who was supposed to see everything was just reconciling with his cashier's report. So why am I telling you this? Why am I sharing this? The second stage is for theft to occur, there is something in your process that is not good, that is not really clear. So this is what we are going to take out now. I'm going to guide you the next point you are bringing for one-on-one session. So let's look at this, my client, what they were doing wrong, and let's look at their process. The process they established that made theft, possible in the business. For the POS, sorry, this is supposed to be improper employment process. They employ people because, oh, maybe in the church, I am sales girl. Meaning, I need sales girl. I say, oh, I have someone, they will give you no proper documentation. We're coming to that. No proper documentation. You say, okay, I need a shorty. Even the guarantor, the shorty is not properly documented. The court is not aware that this person guarantor. So don't you know that your guarantor is supposed to be documented and start with the court seal? Okay. So the employment process is whack. Number one is staff negotiate commission, like I said it, with bigger transactions. So staff were given let's say the privilege to negotiate. So a customer wants to pay 500, they will negotiate with the customer. So greedy ones, they don't want to add like 1,000 extra. No. Imagine 10. Now, for that lady I told you who collected 10,000 from a customer, they withdrew 1 million and set aside just 3,000 and took 7,000. That will show you what they were doing. So, which means there was nothing like this is the list that you could collect. This guy, 10,000 submitted just 3,000. So, they were given that power to negotiate. At the end of the negotiation, they will drop anything. They will say customers are not complying. There is no benchmark. Okay? Branches, yes, the guy, because the guy also has 8 to 5. So the wife stays in one of the branches. The guy has 8 to 5. So they visit other branches maybe once a week or so. Their records manual. So imagine if a branch did transaction for like 100 clients. So imagine the time imagine that. In fact, I was even wondering how they even do, because imagine that maybe we are 3 or 5. You cannot, after attending to this person, you can't tell me to wait so that you record this. But no. So you see that the records, they don't have complete record because it's manual. Okay, so now, in the short I found that it's manual, the guy told me that he checks staff record mostly on Sundays. Like imagine that you have like 7 cashiers that have given you transaction from Monday, Tuesday till Saturday. Yeah. How can you check? In fact, you can't even check for one person. So those girls, they know that the owners of the business, they were not checking well. The staff records are checked once, mostly during weekends. No proper reconciliation. And to worsen it all, in a POS office, there is the guy does not have a camera. You see the error? No, some of these things you think like it's not funny. No camera. The CEO has 9 to 5, so his visit is always hasty. Maybe he wants to visit like 3, come there, stay small and go. Wife is busy in the with the main office. These are the error that I noticed there. So many bits. I just want to bring out these ones. Now let's look at the error in KingFix when I went there. Also improper employment process. Because I went there and they were saying, I think it was a accountant that said that one of the staff is not really that letter, like writing is an issue. And the question is, how did you employ this person? Manual record keeping, their record keeping and manual, everything manual. I think it's only the accountant that has system where he uses Excel. But that Excel is still, because it's not a cloud Excel, it's just a normal offline Excel. There is no defined process. When I went there, there was no process defined. Okay, you want to issue material. This is material issue note. Use it to issue. This person is supposed to approve this. Nothing like that. Even finished goods, no defined process of receiving finished goods from the factory. In fact, the marketing manager could enter the factory, carry goods, and move straight to customers. No documentation. Okay, no proper segregation of duty. In fact, almost everything was on the head of the accountant. No proper documentation. So the marketing manager can move into the factory and give instruction. Like, you don't have idea of this thing. He could enter there to give instruction. And not the production manager. No proper segregation of duty. No camera anywhere in the big factory. Shabby checks and reconciliation. Nobody is checking. No, there is no external or internal check on the transactions or anything in the business. The owner of the business is a big guy. He doesn't even stay within the East here. No proper checks. No regular stock count. The stock count is not it's not really that way. It's not great like that. The surveillance system is camera, right? This is double. Okay. No control on commission. Like Even the accountant is not the one calculating commission. The marketing manager was so intimidating that he was not even allowing them. It was when I went there, I said, accountant, you're the one that will calculate the commission and not him. In fact, we have even introduced something that we don't need to calculate commission again. Do you understand? So they are, like I said, the accountant doing almost everything. And the guy is wonderful. Anyway, with the way I saw him. Do you get? So these are errors that I saw there. With these errors, theft is inevitable. Okay, but thank God they did something. Okay, so let's look at the second one. Let's look at other things you may be doing wrong that you employ based on sentiment. I've talked about that. Family members, oh, I need somebody, no proper documentation. Guarantors, no guarantors, or you don't follow the right process. For those of you that will come from a one-on-one process, one-on-one session, I'm going to tell you how to document your guarantor. In case if you don't know, you can also ask questions, but if you're coming to me, I will tell you how we do it in the office. Even so that even when the person is taking this, is bringing somebody or taking the paper you are going to give out to the guarantor will know that you mean business. Don't say guarantor anybody. No, not anybody. No, not everybody can be a guarantor or whatever shorty you call it to your staff. No. Okay, no improper employment documentation. Don't even document things about this person. If this person should run away, you may not know so much about them. Okay, so no clear career. Another thing is no clear policy, process, and procedure here. This one is common. In a business, they don't have a clear way of doing things. No segregation of duty, no clear way of doing things. Do you understand? How do you write this in? But how do every day, the one I'm working with, every day you're hearing new things that they are doing. No clear. I went there and said to the manager, give me your process, your sales process. It was not, it is, when you're not training the staff will not be telling you what they do. No clear, no documentation. No documentation. No policy on do this is the policy, nothing. So I say no proper segregation of duty is common among small business owners. I've been in a business where everybody, in fact, most people that I've worked with, almost everybody in the business writes invoice for customers. Though what most of them will not do is only one person will not be collecting money. But man, I don't know. So I've talked about no clear defined process, and one person is in charge of every. This one is common. One person, one smart, maybe like 20. Only one person understand how to use computer, and all the work will be on top of that person. Doesn't make sense. No proper record keeping, nothing, no proper record keeping. If you do all this, theft will come. Manual record keeping, no reconciliation or sales with payment. You have to reconcile that money, the sales that have made, that the invoice that have written. Can you trace the money to your bank account? So no periodic reconciliation. You don't do reconciliation. For now, let me be explaining this now. Assuming that in your business, at the end of the day, okay, maybe you have a sales girl, you have a staff. So at the end of the day, how do you reconcile with that staff? Are you convinced that if the staff should say we made 1 million, that it is 1 million? If you are not, please write it down. It's an error. If you enter your warehouse now, will you be able, is there a way, like even if it's not now, but is there anything you can do now and you'll find out that your goods, your product is missing? If you cannot, write it down. Please don't miss my one-on-one session. All this is I'm writing, if it is in your business, don't miss that one. The one-on-one session is to strategically tell you what to do. Okay. Inadequate supervision, no independent auditing. Now, if you have a business, if you earn more than 50 million a year, you should have an independent auditor. It's not really a big person. Like me, what we do normally is inventory audit. We come in, we check. I'm not talking of something that will cost you some. Do you understand? I also teach you how to do that on your own if you have the time, okay? Very clear. So the one-on-one session is to you. Okay, you don't test your process, yeah. So you've asked your staff that if they want to, let's say, this is how they should communicate to customers. Have you tried to find out if they're doing that? Have you disguised as customer or get someone to disguise as customer to know if they're doing that? Okay. So you have to be testing. So if there are rules you've given and you have not tested to be sure that in your absence that is being done, please write it down. You have that risk of employees theft. Okay, you allowed expenses to be here. If you do this one, please write it down. You allow expenses to be made directly from your cash sales. So now I want to ask you, assuming that you urgently need fuel now, and your staff they have collected cash, where will they get the money? From the cash from their cash sales. You want to buy stationaries, where will they get money? Cash sales, I mean, is a cashier is sitting collecting money from customers, maybe have received some cash from customers, and there is something to be done. Will you tell the cashier to take cash and do it and not write it down? If you do that, it's an error. Please write it down, it's an error. You are unreachable to customers. Can customers call you and report issue? Do you have ways customers can reach out to you and report some anomalies to you? If you don't have, you have a very risk, like it's risky. You don't pay your marketers their commission as agreed, so they will have to find a way to get the commission. Yes. So if you don't do that, it's an error. You allow customers to go through stress just to confirm transfer. You are the only one doing that. So even when you're not around, they're calling you. Like anytime I enter into a business and they tell me that, in fact, the first question I ask them is, I want to do transfer. They will say, okay, with the person is the person that confirmed the transfer available? When they say no, I go. I don't have that time to be calling you. Okay, so please, if you know that you are still the one confirming transfer and you are very busy, always busy, do you understand? You need my one-on-one session. Few staff to do the work. You have work that, see, maybe during that one wants to talk about it, but is it not better you get people to do this more than, you see, yeah, it is better that you have 3 staff who are competent and 6 who are not competent, fine. But if that work can be done by 6 people, why don't you get 6 competent people and pay them well? So, because if you have few staff to do big work, they will not do it well. It will be so overwhelming that you may not check them. Your inventory is so disorganized. God. Please, if you know you find it, if you know you don't have anything you are using to track how your goods are coming and going at a job, be my one-on-one session. Okay? The one-on-one session is a discussion. So, and it's just small thing it will cost you. Ignoring unusual events. Now, let me share this story. I wrote it down here, but let me not read it. Unusual events, example, a business owner who sells drinks, sells volumes of drinks. Okay, is a bar. In fact, it's one of the biggest in the area. So this guy, because of the volume of sales, he decided to get an auditor, like a guy who comes in to check just inventory audit. And in fact, it was almost every day because they sell in volume. So sometimes when this guy will come to do the normal checks of the inventory, he will see excess. So because they already know what they have yesterday, he will look at their sales and know, he'll see that they have excess drinks. And the man will be like, wow, since it's excess, since it's not shortage, it's unusual. Until one day, one of the bouncers that the guy got when they were doing a very big show caught a staff smuggling in drinks. So do you know what that excess is? Staff were smuggling in their own product and selling to customers. So if by the time the guy will come in the morning, they were not able to remove the ones that they smuggle in, those ones that they did not remove become the excess that the guy will always find out. I don't know if you get this story. This is what was up. So it's an unusual. So having excess is an unusual event. You have to look at it. Don't say, it's not affecting me, it's affecting you. Do you understand? A customer, it's something that was supposed to be sold 5,000. Later found out that it was sold 10,000. And yeah, even if you're giving 5,000, but it's an unusual event, check it. Find a way to control it. I'm not saying be unreasonably strict, but find a way to control it. And ignoring unusual discrepancies. So you're doing checks, and today you found out that 500 naira is missing, and you guys later found it. Take note of it. Allowing credits. This one happened yesterday. In fact, I'm doing this recording on the 3rd of November. This thing happened yesterday, 2nd. I went to my clients to check how they're faring. And he said, so they were complaining that some customers' balances in the software that I deployed, they were not the same with the actual amount. Because what we do is, when you're using the software for the first time, we'll still say keep your manual record, so that to be sure the software has aligned with what we are doing, and before we can now gradually remove manual. So they say the actual amount customers are owing It's not the same with what the software is showing. And I said, okay, it is called for reconciliation. Just get me the actual amount the customers are owing. Let's check with what is on the system. Then once the general manager confirms that the one you presented is the actual one, that it can be corrected. My brothers and sisters, I spent more than 2 hours there. They could not bring debtors list. I was asking, does it mean that you don't have a debtors book where you reconcile debtors since you sell on credit? They were looking at me. That is an error. Which means the business owner does not know everybody owing him. Do you know everybody owing you? Do you have something that can show you? If you have it on paper, another business owner stays in main market, the very big guy. What did the boy do? The boy stole and ran away with the records. Now, this man is not crying because of what the guy stole. But based on his debtors book that was taken away. Because that he has a lot of, if all these big guys, they sell on credit now, they understand themselves that way. The guy is not crying because of what the guy took. He can recover it, but why taking the debtor's book away? That is double punishment because he doesn't know those that are owing. He has to see that book to see them. And the truth is this. I'm suspecting that why that guy ran away with the book is that most people whose name are in that list, they have paid, and the man don't know. I went somewhere, I think that was Relief Market too, for my normal check, and I saw the debtors, it was more than 5 million. And like, if you see the number of people, they have the record. And I said, is Oga aware of all these things? He said, that the Oga said they should bring the record. I'm telling you that most of those people may have paid. Because Oga does not check. So please, do you have control over how sales are sold on credit in your business? If you don't have, or if all your records are manual, don't miss my one-on-one session. Please, no proper tracking of debtors and their payments. You don't have a debtors ledger. If you don't have a debtors ledger, which means you're not tracking, you have to be. Now, debtors ledger, do you have something that if I'm owing you 1 million now, there's a place that will be that 1 million. So if I buy stuff for 500 now and pay, let's say 700, you write that I bought 500, I pay 700, there will not be balance brought down. If you don't have such thing in your business and you sell on credit, please write it down as an error. Okay? You don't have control over discount. Anybody can give discount. See, in as much as I found that prices in Nigeria, it's difficult to have a fixed price, but have control. You need to have control. Please. You don't have a surveillance camera, it's an error, write it down. But that doesn't mean that having a camera can stop theft. I'm telling you. That's why I say write it down. Don't go and buy camera and say you protect. What are you protecting? Even accounting software is not enough. Accounting software is not enough. I'm telling you the truth. So, allowing unrecorded sales with the excuse of being busy. I've heard a business owner say that they do record keeping, but sometimes when the order is too much, all the staff will be involved in sorting the orders, and before they know it, they'll have backlog. I was laughing at her. It means you need more hands. That's what it means. Somebody should be in charge of record keeping. And even if there's another thing you want that person to do, once a need for record keeping comes, the person should be able to drop every other thing and do the recording. Okay. Lack of proper training on your process. I've seen a business where a staff that came today, they gave the staff an invoice to write to me, and this lady was writing nonsense. In fact, the lady has a site issue. That is improper employment. They did not check well. They did not ask such questions. Do you have a site issue? I'm not saying you shouldn't employ the person, but if the person is too intelligent, you help the person maybe to get a glass or something like that. Do you understand? Monitor petty cash usage. Yes, maybe if you don't have petty cash in your business, you need to be my one-on-one. But if you have, you understand what it means. You don't monitor how it's being used. Please. Please, if there's a way you can monitor, fine. But if you feel you need help, come to my one-on-one. No proper approval for expenses. Yeah. This one is happening in my client business. So even though they say they have a limit they can spend, but the way they do expenses there, when I went there, somebody can come and say, I need money to go to Headbridge. I need money to go to Benin. I need money to, I don't know, but there should be a process. Okay, so, sorry this class is taking time, but I wanted to look at all these things. This is just few. So please, can any of these things happen in your business? Can any of, not can, What are those things? So the second point is tell yourself the truth. What are those things that you are doing now that you know will lead to theft? How will you find out now? Take yourself to be a staff. You know how you run your business. Ask yourself, do I run this business? What are those things that because of this now I can be able to steal? So let's say that you don't keep record. So because you don't keep record as a staff, assuming you are working for someone, can you steal and the guy will not find out? Which means not keeping record is what you are not doing. So please write down your things that you're not doing well in your business. It's going to help you, okay? For my one-on-one session, because we're going to review them. Even though write the few you can write, I have about 30 questions I'll ask you. So as I'm asking you the question, I'm writing down what you're not doing well, but the most you can remember, write it down. If you're coming from my one-on-one session, I have over 30 questions I'm going to ask you. The 30 questions will make me to understand your theft pattern and how you run your business, because how you run your business will determine if theft can occur. Thank you. So let's go on. We are back to the theft proof. So part 2 is reviewing your process to identify loopholes. Do you understand? You don't reconcile with your cashier is a loophole. So we are going to write it down. So that was exactly what I did for my 2 clients. And after that, so I've also shown you other process. Now, the last thing you want to do to end theft in your business, you have identified theft pattern. You have identified how theft can occur in your business. You have looked at your process and you identified loopholes. Oh, because of these things I'm doing, my staff could take that as an opportunity to steal. The next question is, now that I have identified this theft pattern, oh, my staff could take money from maybe, I've caught my staff taking my goods, and my staff took my goods and put inside pockets, so inside his bag or inside her bag. I've also caught my staff selling my products without telling me. Somebody has told me that he bought from me, but there was no record. What should I do to stop that from happening? Please, I don't want to hear it's not possible. What do you mean? For each of the theft pattern, what should you do to stop it? The second one is these loopholes that we have identified. Oh, we don't keep proper records. It could lead to theft. There's no way we can monitor what is happening in the business when we are not around. This could lead to theft. All those things we don't do in the business. What should we now do to correct them so that theft will not occur? That is the control measure. So some of the few things I did for my clients was I redefined the employment process, proper documentation. So for some of the installation of CCTV, and we also went further for that. Okay, we created process for commission. Yeah, some of them for my POS clients that is when I make commission. The charges you pay, please, the charges that you pay when you want to withdraw. We created a good process for that. We digitalized the record keeping and we encourage daily reconciliation. First, with the digitalized record keeping enables now the daily reconciliation. Do you understand? We did some other amazing stuff for them, but this is just a summary. And what now happened? The certain staff started, trying hard to breach the process. But she was caught and sacked. In fact, according to him, sometimes, because I think it was because of the camera, so the staff will go out. Because the kind of camera not every camera is ideal for your business, and that's why you need my one-on-one session. Do you understand? There's what you need. So the lady will go out just to bypass. And madam, what are you doing now? So I attending to a customer outside. Do you understand? And that is also loophole because when he told me, I said, I told you to do this other one, you would have cost her what she was doing. Do you understand? So their profit doubled in less than 3 months. See, I am sitting, I'm telling you. Let's say God pyramid. This guy told me this, that there is a double in the profits. Better attitude from because the other one sacked and better attitude from the other staff. Reconciliation is not, and monitoring is not very easy. Stress-free business. I called him because I do get feedback. Like after my one-on-one session, I will pursue you for feedback. This is what he told me. So, and that is true. So any change you are bringing, your staff, they will try hard to bridge it. And that is so now, and that is where you will now stand your ground. There's a business owner that shared this story. She brought accounting software in the business, and the manager became in trouble. The manager, at the time, started liaising with customers to tell the business owner that that software is not working, that the software is wasting their time, that they will stop coming. But the business owner stood ground. He told the manager, go on leave for 5 days. The manager went on leave, and the business owner used the software by herself, and everything worked perfectly. So when the manager came back, he told the manager, use this software or resign. After a while, the manager resigned because he could no longer steal. Are you getting what I'm saying? So for my clients, for Feedmax, Kingmax, sorry, we did a thorough job here. We defined their process, well written down from when materials are brought in, when they are moved to warehouse, what happens, storage, bring them out for production, receiving the goods. Like every activity of their business, the process was well defined. How do you request for material? How do you like everything? There is now proper authorization process. You don't just enter the factory and say no. The manager has to authorize things like there was a restructure of the business, this segregation of duty. Because they have, yeah, you say this, when you go there, they say they have a store person, they have this, but they don't really know what they're doing. So we have to write down job description for them. We have to restructure the segregation of duty because they don't have I think they don't have an admin there. So we have to match some functions that they're supposed to be there. We have to match and give to people. While written that job description, we had a structure of their record keeping. We structured their record keeping. Everything was well structured. Thank God they have a good accountant. I recommended the best accounting software that is suitable for their own business. Like the software a POS person will use is not the same the manufacturing business we use. So every business has their own unique one. Okay. Commission has to now be processed with the software. No story on that one. I did a costing for them because they were selling below cost price in one of them. Like I said, it's a thorough work we did for them. Staff training and orientation. Do you understand? Stock taking, I taught them a simple way to do stock taking. Even my client, the one I went to meet yesterday, we're still having issue with stock taking. I gave them like the man marveled. Do you understand? So I thought I also reconciliation of transaction. I thought because thank God for Kigma, he has brought his son to help and everything is now doing well. We thought about how to test the process. You understand? So I now come there on routine basis to do some audit check and other controls that we put in. Like it was massive. And the thing is, as you're checking, if there's anything that has to be improved, improve, anything that has to be removed, remove. Give it 3, 6 months, everything will stabilize and the business will be very healthy. Okay? Now, so what happened? The system exposed the storekeeper shady dealings. So the business owner said they have moved her from storekeeping to the factory. I don't know what she's doing there right now, but they're just being emotional because of the economy and how the lady was crying. Do you understand? There's no issue again. Boosting of transaction is on daily basis. On daily basis, stock counts done regularly. The job, like everybody now know their duty. The business owner now have rest of mind and lesser visits. So I'm telling you, this is just for them. This may not be what you need in your own business. Now look at the thing I wrote was I was working with an accountant. He said, look at what he said. He said with the ERP software that I introduced, it helped provide security and confidence in their work. Like how everything that he wrote. Well, the guy, being an accountant, he saw a fellow accountant doing this, he was so impressed, and I had to bring him closer. I train your people to be independent. I don't even accept this audit work. I train you and your people to be independent. Do you understand? So I hope you are reading this. Let me bold this. Let me bold this. All right. So look at what he wrote. So how do you now apply this in your business? So for my POS client, he's a thorough man. He doesn't have time to write. So I have to discuss the strategy. And I didn't even record that conversation. So how do you apply it in your business? You can apply it on your own. You can also apply with this expert help. You told you what I've done for others. So you already have your list of how theft has occurred, how theft could occur, what you're not doing wrong, or sorry, what you're not doing well. Do you come up with control? You can also do that using an expert help, and I'm here to help you. Okay. I want to show you other business I've worked with. I've not worked before you see Beja. No, I've worked with a distributor of Beja. But he's a franchise distributor, so this is their logo. They use Beja logo. I've worked with Kafades in Abuja. He's a major distributor of Beja paints. Okay. I've worked with. So this is the staff of Beja paints. Recommending me. So Olusegun said I've handled the automation, very detailed. This is Omolara, this is admin. I've worked with Eden here in Lagos. This is their Instagram account. I just merged it from their Instagram. This is their what Olusegun Amora said in my Google My Business. Eden here, I've worked with her. She sells hair care products. Her own problems. Sorry, this guy's problem, the Kafades is they also have that issue small with segregation of duty. And mostly is automation of the accounting. Yes, mostly is the automation of the auditor. This is marketer, this is the marketing guy, and this is admin. These guys are doing well. So the issue they were having, the accountant was not smart. So I had to come in. I think the lady is gone because they now have a new accountant now. Okay. Them here, one of her major problem is being able to know her profit. Like she knows how to calculate her profit, but she wasn't using, I think, Google Sheet, and it was giving her issues. For instance, price of things change. You buy this cream 5,000 today, next tomorrow is 5,500, next tomorrow is 6,000. So maybe before month end, you have bought this cream for like 10 different prices. So how do you now get the cost and get your profit? So I had to introduce a very wonderful software for hand. She now have rest. Look at her. Look at what she wrote. Eden here, her name is Adebisi. So the spreadsheet I was using made it very difficult, but she now have ERP accounting software. I've worked with Wine House, that is on this one, Wine House in Lagos, owned by Courage. If you're on Facebook, you may know him. I've worked with him. I trained the wife on bookkeeping, and she's now expert now. She's doing when I train him and the staff. Their issue is just bookkeeping. Their issue is automation of the accounts. They didn't really have issue with theft. The issue is the automation of the account. Okay. Most of these guys, they didn't report it. It's like automation of the account. The manual process wasn't manual again. I've worked with this guy. This guy is in Port Harcourt. He is into sale of gas and gas accessories. Okay, gas for cooking and gas accessories. So his own is also, it's mostly automation. Yeah. He didn't talk about, yes, automation and theft of fuel. Automation and theft of fuel. So we have to bring in strategies to end theft of fuel. I think fuel or diesel, I don't know. So look at him, look at what he wrote about me. He said, I've brought tremendous improvement in managing his business. The guy is even a consultant. So he needed stuff to, automate his transaction. He can now see his profit because he has other businesses. So from his house, he can see everything. Okay. And when we talk about segregation of duty, because when we are doing the segregation of duty, he said that he wants to be in charge of this particular duty. And he's doing well with it. Okay. All right. So that is the end. I've talked about so much about my one-on-one session. I don't have I don't know, I didn't add the flyer here. Oh, man, he's delayed. Okay, so for my one-on-one session, I don't want to waste your time. It only costs you just 3,000 naira. This essence is, I don't want people who are not ready to get control of their business to come for that one-on-one session. I don't want them. No. And what are we going to do? The three things. I'm going to look at theft pattern in your business or how theft can occur in your business, how you're running your business, and I will tell you what you have to do. That is just it. So I have over 30 questions I will ask you. And I will ask you questions starting from if you're into, if you sell physical product, let's say you buy what you sell, from when you're even placing order, how the goods are arriving, one by one, like more than 30 questions, how your employment process, your remuneration, like so many things. It's a consultation. After asking that questions, I will tell you because I will tell you what you are doing wrong. You may not even know. I will tell you because let me wow you. The POS guy came to me for software. He came to me for accounting software. That is why when you come to me for accounting software, I have to go in one-on-one session with you first. So after asking him questions, I said, sir, this lady, these people, is what like they are still, okay, they're stealing, right? Accounting software will not stop theft. Sure, this is even POS business. Where you want to begin to do the accounting? They will not stop theft. Let's bring in controls. Everything is wrong, from giving them permission to negotiate to everything is wrong. But now he's rejoicing. So control is beyond accounting software. It's even beyond having your website. Like it encompasses so many things depending on your type of business. That is why you need someone that will listen to. It's not a class where you was like this was like a class. Everything is general, but when we are sitting together, we are discussing your own business and providing solution to your own business. So please, the one-on-one session for now, as you're listening to me, is 3,000 naira. It's supposed to be 5. I'm supposed to make it. I want it to be 5,000, but 3,000. Because you know why? I wanted to make it free, but no, I want people that read. So if, as at the time of listening, please make your payment. Price may change. So if you're hearing 3,000 from me and you now come to me and I'm saying it's 5,000, 10,000, sorry, just know that it is because price has changed. But I just want us to sit together and talk about this and, to know what to do for your business. 3,000 naira, pay me 3,000 naira. I'm going to sit down with you within 40 minutes to 1 hour to bring out strategies. Now, the one-on-one session is not to deploy accounting software for you, please. It's not to give you any surveillance camera because it's not to write your job description. No, it's to guide you on what you need. If you don't have a well-defined process, looking at how you run your business, I will tell you where the process that should be in your business. Like I will give you solution, what to do. Some of those things that you are supposed to do, if there are the ones that I do, you can decide to engage me. Do you understand? If they are not the ones I do, engage anybody. I don't know if you're getting me. So please pay in that money and book your session. The price will change as people are coming. The price will change based on demand. So as I'm making this video, it's still 3,000. But please, the 3,000 is for the first 20 people. After the 20 persons, it's going to be more. So please chat me. My contacts, please. Chat me on WhatsApp. For you to get this, you're supposed to have come through my WhatsApp. For you to hear this, is going to go through my WhatsApp. Or if you didn't come through my WhatsApp, please check the description. If you just went straight to YouTube, check the description, you'll see my WhatsApp. Please click the WhatsApp link and chat me immediately. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you. I'm so glad to have you here. Please come with what you have written down. And even if you have not written any, I have questions to ask you that will bring up all the answers we need to put control in your business. Thank you and bye-bye.